I wanted to make a video on my basic Stalogy. This is a hand stitch leather tea notebook from Etsy. I bought this last year in 2018 before she would close her shop. It's very beautiful. There's a lot of videos on YouTube about this exact one, but it's so pretty. And I started using this notebook last year in 2018 just as a I started as a notebook, and then I started using it like as an everyday planner, kind of like a bullet journal. But this isn't going to be fancy like other ones that you see on YouTube, but I did want to share how I use it. I just have some scriptures here. Sorry if you hear noise in the background. My notes from a retreat that I went to in the summer. Every summer I go to a ladies retreat. And then this is the only time I did a monthly spread, but I really didn't like it too much because it wasn't even. I didn't measure it right, and I tried to stamp the month, but I didn't like it too much. And then I started a job back in August of last year, and I just wrote some scriptures that were relating to work. I tried to write down the zones for Fly Lady. I only did a few pages, and then just have I didn't write all the zones. Here's a Simply Gilded journaling card, and I just keep it in there. And just more scriptures, bill stuff. But I basically just write a bunch of grocery lists and bills I need to pay. But again, really love this notebook. I bought a Hobonichi Weeks. Right there, and I like that too, but I love this notebook. I'm thinking about making a notebook of like my top 3 or 4 notebooks that I'll use like forever. That sounds kind of dramatic, but it's true. There's several notebooks that I've bought in the past based on recommendations from other people, and I know for sure that those are notebooks that I'm gonna buy over and over. So maybe I can do that a later time. I wanted to do a capsule wardrobe, and I only bought a few pieces of my list that I wanted. And then some cleaning supplies, favorite cleaning supplies. I'm kind of a nerd. I like watching cleaning videos here on YouTube. And then again, the shopping list. I use it for notes too. So I was listening to preaching. This is about Lisa Turker's book, but this was a preaching. It was really good. November was my birthday month, and I just made a note about that. Thanksgiving notes and Black Friday. And more notes. It's hilarious how like planner people, like we make notes or we brainstorm what we want to use for like our planners or for like the new year. So this is the end of the year, and I have like several pages where I make notes of what I wanted to use, what I was gonna use them for. And then these I bought off of a calendar, those like pocket calendars, and I tape it in here. And then reflection goals. Again, this is my notes of what I wanted to use, because I do have several notebooks that I keep separate. So I have a sermon notebook that I take to church. I have a devotional journal, and then this one, and then I needed a happy planner for what I'm in charge of at church. And then I just wanted the Hobonichi Mega Weeks because everybody has one, and I wanted to try it, and I finally bought one last month. And then here's these sticky notes. I'm so glad that I bought them when I did, because at Target, the Target dollar spot, because they come in handy like in these situations where it's just a notebook. And I had put January and December and January. And then again, notes. And then persevere is my word that I chose for 2019. And just like quotes and stuff. I have recipes in here. And the person that inspired me to buy this notebook was Sierra Polson, SM Plans, I think. on Instagram. She's on YouTube, but she's like, I think she's like the first person that made it really popular mainstream. Now a lot of people have it, and it's cool. There's nothing wrong with that, but she's the main person that I really liked it. More notes. These are more recent. And then again, those little months. And then this is March. And what I started to do just recently in March, I got a sticky note and wrote like the main things that we're going to be doing for that month. And April. And notes again. And this is the first time I'm trying to use a tracker. I saw somebody else do like sideways and put several things, because I use like this one, I could have used all these 3 on one page: devotions tracker and drinking water, notes of what I wanted to concentrate to pray about, and notes that I wanted to write about depression and anxiety, not because I'm depressed, but because there's several, well, I know people who are going through something like that, so it's just good to know what scriptures to share with those people. And I like to write my grocery lists because I have 3 kids, and when I take them to the store with me, they're a little bit wild, even though they're older, but they make me forget things. So basically, I just like to have a list that way. And sometimes I look at it, sometimes I don't, but I find that if I write it down, I'll remember. And then like menu plans and budget notes. And this is what I'm starting for this coming up week. And then back here, I also have notes, but they're like bills and just random notes. I forgot to take my sermon notebook to church one day, so I wrote the notes there. Just different things. Again, I love this notebook. I don't use it every day, like I said, but I do use it. If not, this notebook would have been full. But once, I kind of want to buy a new one just because I want a new one, but I hate leaving notebooks with a lot of paper blank. So I'm going to use it till I'm done. But it's really cool. I love this notebook. Back here, I just have another journaling card and just different notes. It's messy because it's always in my purse, and it's used for real life things. But thank you for watching, and I hope you found something inspiring in this notebook, and I'll be back next time with another video. Have a wonderful evening.